So the debate is, if you're no longer married and you have kids with a man, is it disrespectful for him to refer to you as his baby mama?
Yes, there is a little bit of a hierarchy when you get married. Although most of the time the marriage is and they cheat on you the whole time. That's besides the point. You got baby mama, you got fiance, you got wife. But I just don't know if I want to claim that one for this. I'd be mad when I gotta say I planned this. You really planned that shit, you dumb motherfucker. You can't call me baby mama if I was your wife. I'm your ex-wife.
According to Oxford, not me. The definition of a baby mother is when you have children with a man and you are not currently their partner or wife.
Okay, so ask Miriam. Because I think Oxford don't know what you're talking about. Actually, really? No.
You're
Scrap that. You're Carla's baby daddy. That's it. I ain't nobody baby mama. You my baby daddy. That's it.
Welcome back to another episode of the So What Now podcast. I miss you guys so much.
I know.
I miss you too. I was talking to them.
Oh, damn. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I haven't.
Right? Because I mean, we've talked, but not really either because I've been gone.
We've been gone for a whole week, and I might have had Addie stay the whole week because I was sad and lonely.
No, and then you're going to have Michaela.
Yes, Michaela's going to come home this weekend.
Well, what's up, y'all? Thank you for coming back for another week. New year. Same us.
Same us.
You're
it's
here.
Inauguration Day.
Yeah.
So there's that.
This is launching on Inauguration Day.
Yeah.
Yep. So happy Monday. If you're at work, girl, sit down, put your headphones on, and finish your work day. Don't worry about your boss is getting on your nerves already top of the year. It's only January.
Yeah.
You got places to go, PTO to take. Don't you worry. Don't let them don't get fired in the beginning of the year. I feel in the beginning of the year, they be doing the most.
Yeah.
At work sometimes.
You don't know. You ain't been there how many years? How you gonna complain for us?
But I did, and I hated it. And I mean, I didn't care at the time. I told you I was a really bad
the
employee.
beginning of the year, unless you're like in taxes, the beginning of the year is actually pretty slow. It's the end of the year that's crazy.
I was in accounting.
Yeah.
Those last couple of years. So yeah, it was definitely tough because right now we had to start getting those books ready and it was a lot.
So anyway, Carla probably sounds a little strange to you today.
I do, which is why last week we had a throwback, a rewind. Oh shit, I'm 30. I actually didn't listen to the whole thing, but some of it, and I'm like, I don't know if you mentioned it in the intro, but the audio sounds different. It was years ago,
we were in a closet.
It was still our same banter. Courtney was telling me that when he was editing, he was like, ooh, we got to take that off. I can't go in there now. In 2025, we can't leave Carla Wallet. I said, you edited me? Did you edit what I said? He
can only imagine.
We had to. I
can only imagine.
He said I couldn't say it, but I do sound like I got something down my throat. Not a good time is a bad time. I caught the flu on the cruise. Yeah. I went on the cruise, came back, and we had a good time. But right now, I don't even want to talk about it because it feels tainted.
Yeah.
Because whatever's going around, that influenza A, Friday of last week, I was down. And the kids were down, ER visits with the kids. I'm feeling I'm better now. Mm-hmm. But this cough that's lingering. And I'm seeing everybody on social media talking about, I have this, the whole family's, and I'm like, damn. How do you do it? I've cried too much. If I'm wrinkly, it's because of the crying. It's a whole thing. But I'm here. We made it. We survived.
I feel bad for you, but I feel worse for myself because I'm also going through something. I'm also not well.
What?
Because Beyoncé canceled her announcement.
Bitch, I'm leaving. I'm gonna get it out of here.
I am distraught.
No, y'all, she really is. I woke up because I haven't slept in days. And I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I checked social media and I seen that at midnight she's on her stories under her sheets, just upset. And I'm like, what's going on? Beyonce canceled her announcement.
Not only did she cancel, first of all, disclaimer, I know, first world problems, like I'm being insensitive. Beyonce was supposed to announce, she was supposed to announce something.
Something, we don't even know what it is.
On the 14th. And at like 11:59 p.m. on the 13th, she announced that the announcement is postponed. When I say I was
and you were
in
up
the bed
past your bedtime.
I was in the bed punching the pillow.
Do you want to tell them how you hung up on me the next day?
Yes, I was very upset with you because, like, first of all, before we get into my phone call with you, you didn't know like 8 hours ago that you was going to postpone this? Very upset with her, very upset. But you know what? She was reading the room. She was doing the right thing. She postponed it because of what's going on in LA with the fires. So, like, I get it. She did the right thing. But I needed that, though. Like, what about me?
What about me?
Exactly.
What about me?
I'm so sad. So then the next day, I called Addie, and yeah, Addie's like my Beyonce friend, and she didn't answer. So I was like, let me call Carla. Wrong move, because you did not give me the right energy. I was trying to be fake mad at my fave, and you were just like, oh, but it was because of the fires and all. I'm like, I'm not looking for logic and understanding. I need outrage just for 5 minutes.
And I was just like, I get it. And I don't know what you wanted me to do, like throw the phone and be mad and start cussing?
Yes, be upset with her.
With Beyonce?
I know, that's not right. It don't even feel right saying it.
I'm like, that is your bestie.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was upset. I cried because I was upset with her. Like, I'm gonna be okay. But I think, like, why would she postpone if she was just dropping a candle or some new music?
It has to be a tour.
It has to be a tour. Because if it was new music, she would have dropped it like, here's something to help you guys get through these hard times. It's a concert. I paid my credit card balance off.
Also,
so that way I have a $15,000 limit for whatever you got going on, Beyonce. You can have it all, baby.
Would you really?
Yes.
Dex.
Yes. I would.
For Beyonce Carter Knowles.
It depends on what it is, but I mean, I don't have a budget.
Or should Beyonce Knowles Carter?
Knowles Carter. I don't have a budget for her.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm trying to think if I got that for anybody. I almost don't got that for my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, watch out.
But I was, you know what? She did the right thing. So let me stop being selfish.
But I told you the Weeknd also canceled the Rose Bowl.
Girl, don't nobody care.
Okay. So
I care about the Weeknd canceling
the Weeknd has been named.
What is a Rose Bowl?
He does some performance. It's like
See, look, you don't even care.
I don't care. All I know is the Weeknd is the world's most popular artist.
According to what news outlet did you get this information?
The World News.
It's no such thing. It's
they're
another
all
world.
Canceling though. But you're right. I feel like if it would have been a candle, she probably would have put the candle on and said proceeds go to whatever. But she did give what, $2.5 million?
Yes, I love that she said how much she donated, because some people are like, oh, I donated, and they're not saying how much. And I'm nosy. I want to know, but how much? Okay. Now, if I say I donated, don't worry about how much I donated. Okay, that's my business. That's my business.
That's yours?
Yes, but if you're a millionaire, I want to know how much you donated.
Really? I feel like that's weird.
That's because you're closer to being a millionaire than me.
I am not. There are taxes. Every time I'm close, the government come and take it away.
Yeah, you make that I gotta hide my money kind of money. I don't make that kind of money.
Actually, I was talking about life insurance recently on my social media, and I can't wait to talk about that because I want us all to like figure out how to do well. So I was talking to the person that I'm doing life insurance with, and I want to invest in a way where we can put money in and take money out, and I want to do life insurance like the rich people do it.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that soon.
Let me know, because I'll be doing it very shortly after you.
Okay, let's do it. Yes, okay. We're almost there. It's this year. I think we're setting the foundation for 2026 to be a year of like, another level of financial.
I'm gonna
success.
get right on that. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been bullshitting. We 20 days in. I kind of been bullshitting, but you know what? I'm gonna get right on it.
I was crying all morning. So I've been crying. Well, my anxiety's been through the roof, but that's part of it. Today technically is January 15th when we're recording this, and it's 15 days in, and I haven't done anything. December was
You're
super
being
like
too hard on yourself.
Oh,
15 days in, Carla.
15 days in, and
you had the flu. You better cut it out. You need to get on the phone with your therapist ASAP.
That's what Andrew said to me. He's like, sweetheart, so is your therapist working?
Yeah.
And I said, I think so.
Yeah, you're being too hard on yourself.
So hard. It's anxiety, and a lot of it is irrational, but still, like, I feel like I should have been doing stuff, but then it's like the rational mind, you're good, you're fine. I think you don't need to be rushing. What are you rushing for?
Yeah.
But I do feel this sense of, get it together, girl. Yeah. It's already like mid-month. What are you doing? But
okay, so I should be saying that to myself because like I have no excuse, but you like really you need to relax. But anyway.
I can see that. Whatever.
Who's our woman of the week?
Okay, so woman of the week this week, I want to give it to Kamala Harris.
Yes.
And y'all already know I love her dearly. Just more of how she represents herself and how she's moved her career. Listening to The Daily, and I'll actually probably put it on the show notes. I'll send you the link to this specific episode. Oh, shoot, it might be under a paywall now. But there's an episode where it really breaks down her career. Oh, yeah. From when she started. And that to me is just so dope, seeing how someone built their way up to a vice president. Because how do you really become a vice president? Can I just become a vice president?
I don't know.
You
can be the vice president of, I don't know. Go ahead.
Of Idea to Launch. That's it. Anywho, so Harris decided to stand on business. And, during this whole presidency last year, or the race, the elections, it was bad.
got nasty.
It got really nasty, which usually politics do, and that's part of it. But she declined to invite JD Vance, who had called her trash, to do a tour of the vice president's residence. She said, I ain't gonna give you nothing.
Yeah, you can figure it out once you get here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. That's like a courtesy kind of walk, and to extend that. And she's just like, you know what? The trash don't want to do that for you.
Yeah. Did you see she was swearing in a new senator? It was a female, and her husband refused to shake Kamala's hand. And she just like kept it moving. She kept it very classy. Like she was just like, okay.
What was she supposed to do? Punch him in the face? You know what I mean? I woulda. That's why I can't be VP.
That's why you can't be the
I'm gonna sit right here and do so what now? Because so what now then? I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. That's rude. Actually, that happened to me in at an ale house one time. I don't know if you remember. Years back, I was there, and there's a jukebox, and I went with 2 other people. They were Black. We're at the bar. We put like $10 into the jukebox, and all of a sudden, our music stopped and country music started playing. We were playing, I think it was like Nicki Minaj, but whatever. The music was on the jukebox. Yeah. We didn't pull it from our phones. It was there for us to pay, and we paid for it. Yeah. So we did that, and then the music stopped, and then it went to country music, and we're like, what happened to the stuff? And they didn't want to say nothing. I asked for the manager because my money was in there, you know, and they were like, oh, someone inside complained about the type of music that was playing. I said, okay, well, this is the music you guys provide. Yeah. And when he came back out, I extended my hand to shake his hand, and he just went like this.
Oh, wow.
He put his hands back. I said, excuse me. He was like, oh, no, you know, my hands are just dirty.
Okay.
I lost it. I got my money back. We got free food, free liquor. At that time, Lord, I didn't have money then, but I would have really went off. But that's part of my issues with white people.
Yeah, good thing that Kamala didn't react the way you did.
Because you can't. And I was even telling, my homegirl yesterday, I told you when she was in a situation where I'm like, at this point, we can't just act up. We can't. You just got to be like, you know what? That's going to look bad on you, and I'm going to be the bigger person.
No, I can't be on World Star Hip Hop getting beat up.
Wait.
No.
Not getting beat up.
Yes.
I just seen somebody on social media saying, I got my ass beat. There's a girl on TikTok, Peaches something, some messy girl. She got like 7 kids and her husband be cheating on her.
She didn't get beat up recently, though. She been got beat up.
Oh, well, I just found out about her yesterday.
She just had twins within the last 2 weeks.
Who beat her up?
Her hairstylist. Oh, we should talk about that another time.
Okay, we'll talk about that another time. Ooh, Peaches.
Okay, but
Woman of the Week. Kamala just basically saying, stand on business. If someone treats you, has talked to you in a certain way, you don't have to do much other than just not overextend yourself and say, this is who I am. I'm just not going to show you the place. And if someone doesn't want to shake your hand, keep it moving and it's fine. Yeah. That's so rude.
It's easier said than done, but.
For sure. Yeah. But there's millions, if not billions of eyes on you.
I know.
I'm
just saying, I think about the fact that everybody is recording. And
everything.
So if I react 9 times out of 10, I will get beat up, and then everybody gonna see it. It's gonna be uploaded on the internet immediately,
and it's gonna be there forever.
Immediately.
That's embarrassing. Yeah, getting beat up on camera.
No, I always be the bigger person.
Yeah, walk away, run. That's why you've been practicing for this run, so you can run away from people. But it's cool. I got you, friend.
Okay, so the LA fires.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about the LA fires. I think this is something that's gonna be going on for a while now. Yeah, because I just talked to May because of work stuff, and I was like, hey, I just keep checking in on them because I don't know, we're so far from them. Yeah. So we don't really know the extent of what's going on locally other than what we see on social media or the news. And she's like, yeah, most of it, but this one specific fire, she's like, it's only 10% or 12% contained. And I'm like, that is insane.
It's been burning for days now.
Like a week now.
Maybe even a week, yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah. So much is coming up out of this. Okay, yeah, there's the fires. But the biggest thing that's really coming up out of it is so surprising. It's the wealth gap and how these natural disasters impact people differently depending on how much money you have.
Classism. It does. And the biggest misconception is that everybody just thinks that it's Hollywood and actors and multimillionaires and billionaires losing. It's just literally middle-class families that are losing their home. This is people that work for the wealthy that are losing their homes. Yeah. And now they don't have a job because the wealthy don't have their houses, but also they don't have their homes either. So it's everyone that's losing their homes. It's not just the millionaires. And it's also very insensitive to tell a millionaire, just go buy another house. it's not about the home itself. It's like, this is your safe space that's now gone.
Your memories in your home and things like that. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So one of the big things that came out of it is they are paying prisoners $1 a day, $1 an hour to fight the fires. Apparently, they've been paid this rate since 1984.
Yes.
So been doing my research because this is one thing that my initial I've changed my mind about how I feel about this.
I knew you would if you actually, I was hoping you didn't read on it, came on here a little ignorant.
Let me tell you what happened. So in doing my research, it's anywhere between $1 and $5. Not that that's...
No, they're trying to get it. It's $1.
Not that that's better, but my initial reaction, I'll be honest, was these are murderers and rapists. Like, have them go fight the fire. Why are we even giving them $1? Like, doesn't it cost taxpayers money for them to be in prison in the first place? But then I said, I'm siding with the police. So let me check myself. You know, I'm not comfortable. Let me just do my research because it's not very, I don't think I've ever sided with the police. So like, let me check myself and do my research. So one thing that I did learn is with this program is actually like lower level offenders and it's people that are closer to getting out.
Yeah, so you can only be serving a certain amount of length of sentence. You have to be in a minimum security prison. You have to go through extensive like training to do this. You have to be in tip-top shape. You have to go for a certain amount of time. You can't do anything in prison. You have to be in good standing of behavior. And then, yes, they've been trying to change the law and paying them more. I think it's $5 an hour on that. And right now, Kim Kardashian, the woman for the people. The woman for the people. She's been trying to get them that, and now she's lobbying for it again and rallying for it because it was supposed to pass, and it was almost there, and it fell through.
Right.
That so now they're back to getting paid basically nothing. And the biggest thing when it comes to the inmate firefighters is that when they get out, they don't get to be firefighters for real.
I know.
They're not allowed.
Wild.
So what happened to the quote unquote reform system?
Right.
It's not a reform system.
So one good thing about the program that I did learn though is that with the program, the pay rate is awful, but you do get it's called like gain time. So you can get time taken off of your sentence from like participating and fighting in the fires, and you're eligible to get your record expunged after you get out.
You're getting time taken out from your life after inhaling all that
but I'm just
smoke.
saying,
so it's like, oh, we're gonna take 3 years off your sentence, but there's 7 years off your life we took off because you've been have cancer from inhaling all this.
I don't disagree with that. I do want to correct one thing you said. Like, it's not Kim Kardashian's fight, like trying to get these people paid more. She's just said something about it. It's like, don't make it a Kim Kardashian thing.
Here's the only reason why I will give Kim.
Because she tweeted?
Yes.
Child.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the times, we don't know what's going on.
I'm going to tweet too. Put my name on it. Put my name in the history books.
So here's what I'm going to show you. Go tweet about the firefighters and let a Kim tweet. Ain't nobody gonna see your tweet but maybe a couple hundred, a couple thousand people. Millions and millions of people see it. So she has a platform. I think we talked about it with certain business people that are just the face of a business, and sometimes people don't see the value of that. Just sending out, that's why her tweets cost millions of dollars.
Why am I being a hater?
I don't know.
I'm being a hater.
That was bad.
I don't feel comfortable with that. Let me change that also.
I'm like, what happened there?
But it's
because Kim, I don't know why I feel like I ride so hard for her because
you should not. It's not all bad. I'm being extreme with the bad. It's also not all good. But
no, I really commend, regardless of the other crappy things that maybe people might not agree with. One, as a businesswoman, I think she's super smart, and what she is, she is the face of this brand. Like, Emma Grade is behind most of it. Yes, I get it, but if it wasn't for Kim's name,
right,
it wouldn't have.
Yeah, so I don't know if that makes her smart. But let me not be a hater because I want a Skims ad. Let me get that Skims ad, Kim.
Like,
let me get that Skims ad.
We are gonna get this.
Let me get that KKW Beauty. But she's in the news for another reason though.
Oh, Jesus.
So she hired her place was saved. She hired private firefighters to protect her home, and she paid them $2,000 a day. Apparently when there were fires in, like, I want to say 2018, she did the same thing. So, people are conflicted about this. I'm curious, how do you feel about her hiring private firefighters at $2,000 a day to protect her home?
I don't care if it was $10,000 a day. She got it. Why not?
Exactly.
What's the problem?
The other end of that is, like, I hope that she's also contributing to others being able to protect their home,
Why?
whether it's some sort of donation or
Oh, I'm sure.
I hope that like she was helping her and her neighbors. Like, can you imagine the firefighters just like on her house, like,
I'm pretty
and literally
sure
the neighbors
you don't
around
think that
them?
her neighbors got $2,000 a day?
Maybe
They probably paying
I mean,
$2,000 a day
maybe not.
too.
So but another
If you
thing,
living next to Kim K and you can't afford $2,000 a
Yeah.
day, you're terrible with your fucking finances. You don't belong there. Take your ass to Pine Hills.
okay, you might not know all the facts for those people. Okay, another thing is, have you ever read about like the amount of water that the Kardashians consume on the daily?
Do you
To
see
run
how
their
much
homes
plastic
and
surgery
stuff?
they have in their body? They need to keep that
Yeah.
hydrated.
So this
stay
is just going back.
moving.
I'm just going back to the fact that it's not all good.
I don't see it's bad.
And it's not all bad. The amount of water that they consume,
What's the
that is
problem?
terrible for our environment.
We're looking at the Kardashians because we know their name. So do everybody else living in Calabasas in those big old homes.
I
They
don't-
use the same amount of water.
And I'm not saying that they're good. I just don't know their name.
Right. So, but what's the problem? Those
The
houses
problem-
use more than Milo's 1,700
The
square foot
problem is
house.
a huge part of the reason that we have these fires is due to global fucking warming.
Mm-hmm.
Global
now it's
warming
Kim's
is
fault?
no, I'm not saying it. Okay, now you being extreme, and I can't have a conversation.
Okay,
with you.
fine,
We're
go.
gonna have to end the pod. Because how we gonna have a conversation talking in extremes?
Okay.
I'm saying like it's like us recycling.
I don't
I
recycle.
Oh my god,
I don't think I've ever recycled.
you don't recycle?
Girl, I throw everything in both the green and the blue. Jesus help us.
You know how easy it is to recycle, Carla.
I can't. My brain doesn't.
You're gonna
compute.
start recycling. You don't recycle. You use paper plates and you don't recycle.
Mm-mm.
Who are you?
I've never recycled in my life.
You're already a millionaire. You have the millionaire mindset. You don't give a fuck. Oh my god, I am floored. I feel like I don't know you.
I didn't know you recycled.
I feel like I don't know you. Like,
Maybe it's a Puerto Rican thing.
don't blame.
Do you recycle? Oh shit, they're Mexican. Really, Carlos? You recycle?
I'm so upset.
And oh shit.
I am so upset. That
Everybody here
recycle.
recycles.
You don't recycle, Carla.
Oh, how do you recycle? You have one trash can in the house. You have two trash cans.
I have to. They don't give you two trash cans. The green
The-
one and the white and
the big ones
yellow.
outside.
Yeah.
On the curb.
Yeah.
So you go every time you throw a paper
Wait a
plate,
minute.
take it to
You
the curb.
get an Amazon box delivered daily.
Mm.
You don't recycle, Carla.
They go in the garbage.
I am very upset with you, and that has to change.
Okay.
You have to recycle.
Okay.
Yes.
All
We have to do our part. You have to recycle, and the Kardashians need to use less water.
How they gonna keep the greenery green?
Get fake grass.
They probably do have fake grass.
So what are they using the water on? They pussy ain't that big. They don't need that much water to wipe their ass.
I don't know. I feel like we're judging just because we don't.
Yes,
we don't.
yes, I am judging them, and I'm judging you. Damn it!
I
I am very upset
want
with
to
you,
be a
Carla.
Kardashian. I think I want to be a Kardashian.
You know what? I'm questioning our friendship right now. I'm at the feelings I have for you right now are like the way I'm feeling about finding out these people own the water in California.
The Risnick family.
Yes, they own
Mhm.
all the water.
All the water.
And they
All the
sell it
reservoirs.
back. How do you own the water supply?
You do a secret meeting back in the 1970s and 80s.
All I'm seeing
and
when I look
buy it
at
all.
you is cardboard boxes in the trash. I can't focus anymore.
Well, sometimes I put them in the blue. I think it's the which one's
the blue is the I'm so mad at you.
Sorry. I didn't know.
We gotta ask the people in the comments, am I overreacting about being upset with Carla for not?
Does everyone recycle?
I think that you are in the minority. I'm praying to God that you are in the minority. But that's probably why everything is on fire and we have these hurricanes.
Because I don't recycle?
Yes, it's all your fault.
Damn. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, does your parents recycle?
I remember back in the day in the garage there being like an orange little like bin.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I've never been told to recycle.
Oh my God.
I wasn't taught to recycle. In Puerto Rico, I don't think we recycle shit.
Okay. This is probably more so about being poor versus taking care of the environment. We used to take cans to the thing and get like money for them.
I don't think I did that.
You didn't used to watch Captain Planet and like get inspired to.
I never watched Captain Planet.
Hey,
I was in Puerto Rico. I don't know. We watched Luz Clarita, and that was a little girl. I think she was like
I'm actually distraught.
What?
So would you buy the water and sell it back?
Hell yeah. It's genius. I'm wishing those were my grandparents. I put a little reservoir going to your house if those were my grandparents. I want to be Carla Risnick.
Help us.
I told you I love me some capitalism.
That is wild, though.
But I wouldn't want to do it in a way where it's like negative. But I mean, you wouldn't want to be worth $8 billion?
I would, but like, I don't necessarily disagree with that.
I don't see myself needing to be a billionaire, if I'm completely honest. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do admire the Kardashians, the business, that whole thing.
Mhm.
Because I like the marketing, just like I just love the whole marketing and business aspect of it. But I don't have this passion for becoming a billionaire and having this unlimited amount of money, because that comes with a sense of so much pressure, so many things that you have to do that morally just don't. They're just not. It doesn't align with my morals.
How do you feel
values.
about millionaires using their private planes?
I don't see a problem with that either. What is the problem?
The problem is the impact on the environment.
American Airlines, JetBlue, Spirit.
But it's like
Spirit Frontier
instead
goes
of-
to Atlanta 10 times a day
that's
with 5 people on the
That's
plane.
correct. But well, I don't know about 5 people.
What you mean?
But
I've been under.
That's
I've
still
been
better
under
than
with like 10
just
people.
your family being on the plane and impacting the environment.
My little plane going somewhere.
So just because everybody's doing something wrong doesn't it makes it okay for you to also do something wrong?
I want a private plane.
I know you do.
I think I'm going to become, she want a private plane. I would love one, but how often are you really going to go to, okay, maybe if I had it, I'd probably
If
be
you
on
had the private plane, it could be very often.
But if you, I don't see a problem.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get on the plane. I'm gonna get
I
on
know
your
you're gonna
private
get
plane
on
with
this
you, but I'm
plane.
not gonna get my own. So when I get up there, Jesus.
So I don't think I want to buy my own. I think I want to do one of those memberships.
Yeah.
Like the same thing, I want to do that with a yacht.
But I'm also like, I would only like go with like a group of people versus like,
Girl,
I
will get my ass on that plane by
Carla,
myself.
your children are gonna burn on this earth because of your private
And hopefully
plane.
when they burn, they know the Lord and they come to heaven with me.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, what? We all gonna die at one point.
I'm second guessing if we need to post this podcast because
Listen, they're there for a reason, right? And I don't think I'm hurting anybody, but if I have the money to get on a private plane, I don't think I necessarily would right away. I would go first class first. I would travel first class more often.
Go first class because it's less of an impact on the
I am, because I can't
environment.
afford a private plane right
I know,
now.
but I feel like you're going to get one. It's like you with this golf cart that you want. Like
I'm
you don't need a golf cart.
I'm so getting a golf cart. You know, they have next to, I'm stopping. I stopped and they were closed, so I have to go again. There's a golf cart place right next to Jenna's salon.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen it? Never noticed it.
No,
All of a sudden now I noticed them. Bunch of golf carts. Brand new, beautiful, reds, blues, yellows. And I'm like, that's for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go buy a golf cart.
Oh my God. You're going to be a millionaire. I already know it. You are.
I
Because
want
you
to.
have just the right amount of bad morals. You do. Yeah, just the right amount of it.
I want to take my golf cart to Ideal and get my groceries.
Gosh.
It's going to be so much fun. It'd be so. I want to drive up and down.
You know
Hoffman.
what would be so much better than getting a golf cart for you? Honestly, getting a grocery cart and walking to Ideal, because you would get your steps in no time.
So now you want me to act like a peasant? You want me to just go backwards?
I want you to live a healthy lifestyle that has less of an impact on the environment.
I'm sorry, friend.
Ideal is so close
I
to
did
you.
that for 3 months in the Bronx.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was my contribution to the world. My 3 months in the Bronx, walking and doing laundry and doing groceries, that was my contribution. Now it's time for me to get a golf cart, and that's electric.
I'm going to say this. I love you, and I believe once you have the right information, you have a good heart, and you're going to change, and we're going to continue to be friends.
Okay. I will tell you, though, I am getting a golf cart, and you're going on a private jet with me.
Of course I'm going to ride on it with you.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
But
just move on, because then the climate people are going to be on my ass. And it's like, hey, climate people, calm down. I don't want the earth to burn down. I don't want it to be super in Florida. Like, if this is climate change, it's cold as fuck right now.
Yeah.
Calm down. So what I got to do? Not take a private jet right now? I can't. I'm not doing it. I can't afford it. I'm not.
It's
I'm on
speaking of like the
Frontier.
climate
I just want a
change.
Frontier pass.
The scariest thing about the fires versus like us having hurricanes, it feels like the fires pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like with hurricanes, we have like a couple days notice and stuff. We can kind of like try to get things in order as best we can.
And it's gone kind of like in less than 24 hours.
Yes.
It's gone. That's now going for a week and you don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like also we're a little bit, we're in Central Florida, so we don't get hit as hard as the coast does.
Yeah, that's
true. So we have our destruction, but it's not like the coast is. And honestly, I just gotta say one thing. If I see one more motherfucker on social media telling people from Florida, but especially now because of the fires, why don't you just move? Just pack up your things and go.
I
Bitch,
hate that.
you're giving up your house.
Right.
If I see you, I'm gonna be like, open up your door. Why the fuck are you telling somebody, move? Are they coming to your house? Are they coming to your house to stay? Because where are they going?
Yes.
Where are people supposed to go? Again, these are middle class folks. Even the rich folk. It's like, where are they supposed to go? Because are they coming to your house? No, because you're a peasant. And all you're doing is on social media telling them to find somewhere to go.
Oh, Lord.
So leave people alone.
She calling people broke. She don't give a fuck about the environment.
It's the flu. I think it's a side effect.
Okay. You know what? I think we should move on.
Okay.
I think we should move on. I wanted to actually ask you about this. I saw this on social media the other day. So it's a clip from Love and Hip Hop. It's Bambi and it's Lil Scrappy.
It's gonna be a good
and
combo.
so they were married for like 2-3 years, and out of that came,
I think more because they got 3 kids.
Yeah, no, they weren't married that long.
Oh.
But out of that came a couple kids.
Okay.
And so they're having an argument. And he refers to her as his baby mama. We can go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah, let me play it. Hold on.
Yeah, we're not dating.
But I told you, I said I don't like getting involved with drama with my baby mama. Like,
Are you talking about Erica?
No, I'm talking about you.
Don't refer to me as your baby mama.
What?
Don't do that.
What you mean?
Don't refer to me as your...
No, but I'm saying
that's
you
your
have my
ex-wife.
kids. No,
Right.
I'm saying she have my kids. I'm not finna be in the middle of her and nobody. Like,
When Scrappy is in my presence, he will absolutely respect me. You will never refer to me as your baby mama because you married me and I gave you 3 children. That is never gonna give baby mama.
Bitch. That's it.
Okay, so the debate is, if you're no longer married and you have kids with a man, is it disrespectful for him to refer to you as his baby mama?
Okay, so being that I am an ex-wife, yes, Alex can't call me his baby mama. Although the girl about to be 20. But you can't call me your you can't. First of all, you couldn't do it for a long time because we were still married. So I was still your wife while you had more kids on the way. So, oh, actually, no, they were on the way. I'm lying. But anywho, I do think it is that there is a little bit of a hierarchy when you get married. You know, although most of the time the marriage is bullshit and they cheat on you the whole time. But that's besides the point. There was a legal document signed, and I do feel like baby mama is a word for somebody. It's out of wedlock. You have babies out of wedlock. Like, that's baby mama. I am a half a baby mama because I was engaged, but I don't even know if I want to like.
You think engagement takes
like
you
a
out
middle.
of the baby mama category?
I think it's 3. You got baby mama,
Yeah.
you got fiance, you got wife, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I want to claim that one for this one. So I just want to stay baby mama. I want to pretend like it was a oops, actually. I'd be mad when I gotta say I planned this shit. You really planned that shit, you dumb motherfucker? Yeah. But you can't call me baby mama if I was your wife. So there's no way Alex could ever, to my face, call me his baby mama.
So you see how you were doing your hand? It's about being better than somebody. Being
it's not
above
better.
somebody.
There's a hierarchy though.
But when you're no longer married,
I'm your ex-wife.
You're the baby mama.
Okay,
the definition according to Oxford, not me, but according to Oxford, the definition of a baby mother is when you have children with a man and you are not currently their partner or wife.
Okay, so ask Miriam. Because I think Oxford don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ask Miriam Webster.
So me, never being a wife, I was like, you know what? Let me get a man's perspective because my partner actually is used to be married.
Okay.
And he will not refer to his ex-wife as his baby mama.
Because it's out of respect.
I asked him, I said, why do you do that? And he's like, well, like, it's a couple of reasons. It's one, to like clearly outline the fact that like we were married. And then 2, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like she's more of my ex-wife than my baby mama.
Right. It's like, if you thought that I was good enough to marry, if I sat here and cleaned your drawers, I didn't. But if some women sat there and cleaned their husband's drawers and they did wifely duties and all this, I happen to have your children because we were married. I'm not your baby mama. It's a no. To me, it's disrespectful. Period, point blank.
So do you feel like being called a baby mama, being a baby mama is like a negative thing or a bad thing?
I mean, not as I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just not as like I'm better than you or not. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
I think it's just a respect thing and a factual thing. I'm a baby mama as well.
Yeah.
You know?
You're both. That's so funny.
I'm both. I'm an ex-wife and I'm a baby mama. And it's like, that's just what I am. Actually, really, no.
You're a baby.
Scrap that. I got a baby daddy. Ha! Ha! You're Carla's baby daddy. That's it. I ain't nobody baby mama. You my baby daddy. That's it. So there is a hierarchy on that one. But no, I just think it's just straight respect. I was your wife.
Yeah.
So I'm your ex-wife. That's it. So I don't think there was nothing wrong with what she said.
Yeah. So for me, I'm neither. Jesus gave me Michaela, so.
You like, what's it called? Virgin Mary?
Yeah. Virgin
Mary?
I'm just a mother.
That's it.
I'm just a mother.
I got a baby daddy.
But what I don't like about that interaction was how she was like, are you talking about Erica? Almost kind of like, it felt like she was putting Erica, like a dig at Erica.
Well,
it's like both of you are mothers of his children.
Do they not get along right now?
They've never gotten along.
Oh, so I would have said the same thing.
They've never gotten along.
I mean, if I was an unhealed.
I think it's interchangeable once you're no longer with him, depending on what you're talking about. You can be his ex-wife or you can be his baby mama. So the thing is, it's not guaranteed that you're going to stay married. So have your babies because you want your babies, not because you want that man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I will say, even as angry as I get sometimes, because being a single mom is not what I expected. It was planned and all that. I wanted my son.
Yeah.
And what I wanted was a son. You know, I had my daughter. I got to do all the things with my girl. And now I wanted a boy. Now, a son would have been a girl. I don't know how much I would have loved him. Her.
You know what? You don't mean
I don't know. He's a boy now. It don't matter.
You know what? You are still sick because you're saying
so.
a lot of crazy stuff today. We're going to wrap it up with our feel good of the week. We're going to wrap it up with our feel good. Yeah, we got to wrap her up right now. Me and Carla have both been obsessed with Bad Bunny.
Oh, Benito Ocasio Martinez or Martinez Ocasio, whatever his name is. He
just released his new album.
What is it?
It's something about more photos.
Debí tirar más fotos.
Yeah. And I'm obsessed with it.
Obsessed.
So far, I love Nueva York.
Nueva York? Nueva York is with L.
So, but that's like the Puerto Rican way to say it, right? Not necessarily like the proper way.
It's like a slang way.
Okay. And then I like the More Photos song. And I was like, oh my gosh, should I make her sad by sending her the More Photos song?
Not necessarily. I think that I did think of like my dad, of course, but one thing about me, and I'll never forget, growing up or in my entire life, my mom used to get really upset with me because I always had my phone and I was always taking pictures.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that when my dad passed away, she said to me, I'm so glad you always had your phone out. Because I had so many videos and pictures. And to me, like, you know, I have like 60 some odd thousand pictures just on my phone right now.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't think that'll ever be, you can always take more photos. I still wish I had more videos or more whatever. But it's true. Take your phones out, record stuff. And sometimes you're like, oh, you're not in the moment. But it's like, you just need those memories. Take pictures. You should take more pictures. You should take more videos. And I saw a TikTok video and I really agreed with her. They kept saying this is like a love
letter to Puerto Rico.
And I don't think it is. I think it's, well, probably because you don't understand the whole album. And I haven't listened to the whole album, to be completely honest. I've only listened to like 2 songs. But it's more like a nostalgic grief, and he's going through his motions of pain, like all those stages of grief with this album. It's not necessarily a love letter. He loves it, but he's bringing everyone else in on the pain of Puerto Rico. Like one of them is like, I don't want to leave here.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm not leaving Puerto Rico. I love it here. I love our pitorro. I love our cafe. I love our coquis. Like he's really bringing people into our culture, especially right after the elections when they called us a floating pile of garbage or whatever. It's like, okay, let me show you how much garbage really is in here, which is not. It's such a beautiful island.
A beautiful place.
I mean, there's a lot of corruption, and it's really sad. The gentrification I've been trying to get the people out of there is really sad as well. That government sucks. Right now, I'm still dealing with stuff from my dad's death and the courts and my grandma's. Like, it's just slow. It's corrupt. But the people and the island is just beautiful. And he's bringing attention to that and money to it. Like, he's actually doing something about it.
Yeah. I'm having so much fun, like, learning about the album, too. Like, so there's a song. I don't know the word, but he's basically calling his ex a pothole because there's a lot of potholes everywhere in Puerto Rico because of like the last hurricane and stuff like that. And so like learning what that means. And then the tourist song where he was like, it's a love song, but it's like, you were just a tourist in my life. Like,
girl, this and that's about Kendall.
That's what they saying.
That's what they saying.
Back to the Kardashians. How we get back here?
I don't, because they're
Because we get that
everywhere.
skills in.
I'm reading skims right
We
now.
get that 808 in.
I'm literally
Ain't it called
reading
808 or 818? That
Hers is
tequila?
818, I
Yeah,
believe.
we get that tequila in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 818 and some Skims. I'm wearing that Skims right now.
But
Skims
it's
talk
a
to me.
beautiful album.
And
I
it's-
really hope
it
we
has
get to go to
everything.
Puerto Rico to go to the concert.
We are. So, to make things even better, he brings the album. It's all about Puerto Rico. And then he drops a residency, which usually is in Vegas and everywhere else. But the residency is going to be in Puerto Rico. So, for those that aren't Puerto Rican, there's a Coliseum in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That's super famous. And that's where all the big artists go. We call it El Choliseo. I still don't know why. I hate it. I hate it. People say El Choli. El
What does
Choli.
that mean?
It's Coliseo. I don't know why the hell they
Oh.
call it Choli. That part, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to have to Google that one. But he's doing it there. And the first, I believe, is 6 shows. They are only for residents of Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yo soy boricua.
Yo soy boricua. Okay. So listen. So people think you're Puerto Rican. When I scream, Yo soy boricua, you got to say, pa que tú lo sepas. So
I'm gonna
any
have to
Puerto
work on
Rican,
that. Okay.
any Puerto Rican, you scream, Yo soy boricua, they're going to be like, pa que tú lo sepas. It's like, it doesn't matter where you are, if they're from Puerto Rico. So true boricuas know that. And those first 6 shows are for residents, and you cannot buy the tickets online. There is a bunch of different places in Puerto Rico. You have to go make the line, buy them in person.
Cool.
So they actually get an opportunity,
Mhm.
and not the scalpers,
Yeah,
scouters,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
that buy all the tickets. I already signed up, so we can try to get some tickets. And on top of that, the tickets are only up to $250.
Amazing.
$250. Because you know when he went on the world tour, they were super, they were like
Yeah.
$1,000.
Mhm.
So he's like, no, not here. It's from $35 to $250 to be right there in the front. And I want to smell his sweat because I keep watching these videos of him, and I've paid attention to him, and I love what he does because you know you went with me. I remember my dad's house.
Mhm.
So there's an Econo, which we've been to. That grocery store we went to,
Yeah.
that's where he worked.
Oh, really?
Yes, when he started becoming famous, that's where he was working at. So just knowing that he is just so down to earth, and I just keep watching him and girl, he's 30. He not too young for me. I DM'd him.
You did?
I said, let's dance. I got 2 left feet, but it'll be fun.
She loves to DM us.
I
You know he reads his DM.
that. I know. I want him to read it. I want us to dance. And he danced with some girl. She does like a podcast or a radio show. She got like 29 million followers, and I guess that's a little different. But I think we should dance.
You should totally bailar.
Benito, vamos a bailar. Vente, papi. Yo te enseño algo, papi. He is just so cute. I don't know what it is, but he's so handsome. And I just love how much he loves Puerto Rico, and he's making me fall back in love with the island
Yeah.
itself.
It's making me fall back in love with learning Spanish.
Yes.
Yes.
So what
I'm
you
having
learn?
so much
Yo
fun.
soy boricua. No. So y'all plan to go to that residency. It's
Yes.
all summer long. I don't know how the tickets will be available. It was supposed to be on Friday. We're supposed to get an email. But it's called Yo no me quiero ir de aquí. Or no
And
me
what does
quiero ir
that
de aquí. It means I don't want to leave here.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
I love it.
All
Okay.
of it.
So he has a song where he's like, I'm going to take you and your homegirl to Puerto Rico.
Yes!
And we're going to dance and you're going to see why you don't want to leave. He's like, what a bad was that? I'm like, yes!
That's the song that comes right after the New York song. It's like, Vamos
Oh.
a Puerto Rico. So
Yeah.
he's like bringing you back to
I
Puerto Rico.
love it.
Yeah.
So as you can see, that's been making us feel so good.
So good.
I'm going to keep listening and learning the album. Yeah, it just puts me in a great mood.
It does. And that song, Nueva York, I think I told you on the phone too. If you guys didn't know, look up El Gran Combo, Un Verano en Nueva York. That's the sample of that song. And it is, El Gran Combo is a huge salsa band from Puerto Rico.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of the So What Now podcast. Thank you guys for listening in. Don't forget to go through the list.
Yes. Rate, review, go on Apple Podcasts right now. Actually, I'm going to shout somebody out right now
Shout 'em
before
out,
we get
shout
out of
'em
here.
out.
Yes, because y'all are really helping me. We want to get back to 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Please help us out. You know them haters be out strong because when you're doing good, they be like, oh, we don't like that. But we are stronger. The positive vibes are way better than anything else. So let's go ahead and shout out somebody right now. Okay. Ooh, we got some more. All right. So let's do Makita, I think it is. It's GT Girl MH on social media, I believe. She says, from episode 11, she wrote a review. She goes, I continue to enjoy each episode. Brutal honesty and so down to earth. Episode 11 was a blast, and I was giggling and screaming when Carla announced that she gets distracted by the light in the closet. I said, she wasn't into him, LOL. This episode was a lot of we listen and we don't judge. I relate a lot with you ladies, and it's good to try anything as long as you're comfortable. And by the way, when you get a man to raise his legs above his ears, there is a power of control and dominance that comes over you. We listen and we don't judge. Thank you so much, girl. I'm pretty sure you DM me a lot. So I think we besties on Instagram.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So thank you so much for leaving that rating and review. Make sure you go, if you listen on Spotify, you can leave a rating there. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, get your phone, get your ex-boyfriend's phone, your ex-girlfriend phone, your coworker phone, your mama, your sister, all of them. Apple, and leave a rating and a review. Make sure you leave your name so we can shout you out on the next episode.
Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.